Hi, this is Dr. Walker from Denwalker.com, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk a little about D3. Some question this morning came up online regarding D3 acting as or is rat poisoning. So just putting sort of an end to that whole conversation. Again, if you like what it is we're doing at this channel, please hit that like button and subscribe button so we can continue doing what it is we're doing. So, question about D3 being rat poison. So just to start again, D3 is profoundly important for all of us, in that D3 helps to absorb calcium from the GI system after foods that you've eaten that has calcium in it. It then puts that calcium in your blood, in your serum level. Now, granted, some discussion about the fact also that high levels of calcium in the blood can become problematic, and it can theoretically do exactly that. It can mobilize out in the from the serum and form kidney stones. That it can do. Most people, though, taking upwards of 10,000 units of vitamin D3 daily without any other problems, do not typically run into this issue. And the reasoning is that most people who are eating or taking vitamin D3 are also eating foods that's high in K2. Some of those foods include fermented foods, green leafy vegetables, eggs, or K2. And the reason for that is to help to mobilize that calcium from the blood and put it into your serum where it needs, put it into your bones where it needs to be. So that's the importance of vitamin K2. It moves the calcium from your blood, put it into your bones. Actually, we'll take it also from the soft tissues and put it into your bones where it needs to be. So people that have osteomalacia, people that have osteopenia, one way of sort of increasing their serum and then bone calcium levels is to take D3 and K2. The other part to add to that would be the magnesium, obviously. So, most people, again, should not have that issue if you're taking D3 and you're eating all those foods that I mentioned a second ago: green leafy vegetables, eggs, dairy products to include cheese. High in K2 should not be an issue. I'll add one more thing before I go forward. Remember that both vitamin D3 and K2 are fat-soluble vitamins, which means that you need to take it with a bit of fat. That includes some olive oil, some coconut oil, some ghee, some MCT oil. Any of those things you can add to your meal, to your food, before you take your D3, K2 combination. Again, it's just easier and best absorbed by the fat, good fat in terms of your food and meal. Now, D3 and rat poisoning. Rats, for the most part, I do not see them running around eating green leaf vegetables, drinking milk, or having dairy products or fermented foods, right? If you do not have a way of mobilizing the calcium from your serum and putting it into your bone, yes, it can become toxic. And that is the rationale, the reasoning as to why some would use vitamin D3 as rat poisoning. Rats do not have a way of mobilizing. They do not, again, they don't eat green leaf vegetables. They do not eat fermented products. None of that stuff. And then incidentally, though, right, what do rats like to eat? They like to eat cheese. And that cheese helps to mobilize the calcium from their blood, where it could potentially be toxic. Again, if you don't have a way of mobilizing it from your blood to your bones, it can become toxic in that it can form kidney stones, and that could in some cases kill an individual. They don't have a mechanism for managing that part of it. So they love cheese, and one of the main reasons they love cheese is because cheese is high in K2. K2 mobilizes the calcium from your blood and puts it into your bones. Thanks for listening, Dr. Walker.